What's up, everyone? Morey Croson here from the Performance Lab in California, and we're going to do another speed breakdown here today on Elijah Hall. Thank you for the recommendation. I think this is going to be a very, very positive breakdown. Elijah Hall is, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's the world record holder for the 200 meter now. At least in college, I think he's the world record holder. Super fast. He runs the 60 as well as the 200, which is just crazy. I mean, to be able to have the endurance and the overall speed. He actually won the indoor in the 60 as well. So just an absolute monster from Houston in this video here. So going through his video, and here he is in this lane here. What stands out right away as he's going, just like a lot of these top sprinters, is the overall efficiency, right? I mean, if we're watching the guy here, really both of these guys, their efficiency or not having as much efficiency. See, they're both crossing over with those arms, with the left arm coming across here and the right arm coming across here. So we could see that they're not as efficient. Really, the left and the right arm are coming across, and that's causing the legs to do the same for this guy. But we could see for Elijah, and really the guy here in lane one does a good job of staying efficient. His left arm gets away a little bit, but Elijah, though, is much more efficient in being able to maintain an overall pretty straight position. It looks like as he extends with that, really with both legs, he's a little bit stuck in lumbar flexion here, and you could just see that by how when he's extending out. You can see how he's kind of bent over here. He's really strong in his mid back, though. He's able to keep good extension within his mid back. He could just get a little bit more range of flexion and extension in the lumbar spine, and that would take some of the pressure off of his hip flexors. Overall, he's super strong in his quads, though. Probably super strong in his TFL too, the muscles on the outside part of the body, which makes it so he's able to make up for any weaknesses that he has in the hip flexors. But really, you know, that's one of the things. Real quick, I'll say this is that when we're looking at movement with the Performance Lab, I mean, we're looking at it not only from a overall biomechanical view, but also from a muscular view. So we want to look and see, okay, based off how you're moving, what muscles would we be able to more isolate on to improve performance, and also isolate on to help decrease risk or increase range of motion. So it's always about how can we look at the mechanics and say, okay, these muscles need to be worked on again for overall better range of motion or overall better strength. So it's a constant look into which one is, how are we going to become more efficient overall as a athlete, so then you could put that efficiency into sport. All right, so Elijah does a great job here, really on both sides of bringing his heels straight up to the butt. He's very effective in his turnover, right? So he has a lot of strength as he's pushing off the ground, bringing that heel right up to his butt. So he has that unique ability, and this is a big thing within most sprinters, of having really strong quads as well as really flexible quads, right? So he can go and create a lot of force out of them, and you can see that by extension. Boom, gets a lot of extension there out of the leg, but then is still able to drive that heel right up to the butt and get that excellent range of motion. And really, when you're talking about curves, what helps you the most from a 200 meter, and this is where he ends up really catching the guy in lane number one, is he has a lot of arm strength and core strength, and that relationship between your arms and the relationship between your core is going to be crucial when it comes to making those 200-yard runs, because it becomes a lot more abductors, muscles on the outside part of the leg, and adductors, muscles on the inside part of the leg, and those muscles both have direct correlations to key muscles in the core. So the fact that he's as strong as he is in the adductors and the abductors is what makes it so he could take these turns on so effectively. You know, he's able to turn to the side there very well, but still maintain a big stride length, right? So you can see his stride length is still very good. He's still able to open up a lot, even though he's turning around a curve, right? This guy was not able to maintain as good of a stride length, wasn't able to open up as much, and now they get back to it. I mean, Elijah Hall is already in his stride, is already opening up, so he turns and he's already ready to take off. While the guy in lane number one was just gets passed up. Okay, now is when he's going more into just I'm trying to create as much overall push off the ground as I can. He's really trying to just muscle through this, and so you can see the change in how he's pushing off the ground, how it becomes much more of like a extending that leg all the way out, really trying to, again, muscle through it is the best way to put it, where he's pushing off very, very hard in each one of his steps in order to get through. In comparison to what we were seeing here, wherein I know this is more curved, but see how he's much more just push off, drive to the heel, to the butt. We can't see much more than that. I'm trying to get not as much of the curve there. But see, boom, brings that heel right up to the butt, in comparison to when we see the end, where he's really trying to get that big extension, really trying to, again, muscle it out to finish off the race. So, yeah, I think Elijah Hall is going to be a awesome guy to watch in the next coming years. I mean, he has a lot of very, very good things that he brings to the table for both really the 200 meter and the 60, just because of how strong he is. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching these videos. You can download our free ebook, Everything You Know About the Sprint, in the description below, as well as check out our 3-month online speed breakdown program. An excellent way for you to get faster as really any type of athlete, soccer, track, football, basketball. If you're looking to get faster, this is the program for you. All right, guys, as always, thanks for watching this, and we will see you soon.